Crazy. Happy birthday, Alina! Let's set it on fire.
He calls me sunshine, I call him rain. And we just like that, brightens the day. I call him old school, he call me fly. Don't need to ever say swag, got style. Express me roses on my worst day. And when I get them, everything's okay. I said he's old school, my type of guy. That Mr. Please believe me, and here's why. The way he moves me, then goes right through me. Like ooh, ooh, ooh. He takes my best and desire, and takes them higher, higher. It feels like ooh, ooh. He turns my love up till it's fire, 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 fire. He turns my love up till it's fire, 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 fire. Oh, never thought I would be that girl to put the man at the center of my world. Now he's my lover and I'm his friend. If I had a choice, I'd choose him once again. We never argue, don't cuss and fight. If there are issues, we work them out at night. I said he's old school, a real man. Sparking jealousy when they see me with him. The way he moves me, goes right through me, right through me. I'm like ooh, ooh, ooh. He takes my lust and desire, then takes them higher, higher. It feels like ooh, ooh. He turns my love up till it's fire, 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 fire. He turns my love up till it's fire, 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 fire. Baby, you know, I've never had a love like this before. What love is really like. Just you, just I. Just bring your love on me and see. Only the best in me. It feels like ooh, ooh, ooh. He takes my list and you take me higher, higher.
Salute, salute, salute. That is a happy birthday. Shout out to Alina's. I'm not sure which birthday it is for you, but whatever it is a happy return. And we salute you with that one here. Let's get some background music going. Y'all gonna have to forgive me. I'm like having studio issues. They doing a whole lot of crazy stuff. They doing a little bit too much. But we're gonna be all right though.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a second. Let me get the right. Yeah, let's start here. That's the one. Okay. You know, they like playing games with the feed.
Mm.
Do I sound like I'm echoing to you?
No, not to me.
Okay, then I'm not echoing at all. It's just I have my headset on and the
Mm-hmm.
microphone's not working, but they always playing around. So anyway, welcome to the Jaguar Wright Effect. It is Sunday. The Sabbath has come and gone, and now here we are. And I'm ready to raise a little hell. And we do have a special guest in the house.
Sawubona, children.
I call her niece. Y'all know her as Grace. Some of y'all call her
Wow.
Amazing Grace.
Oh, you guys are so kind. And for you other ones that got negative things to say, I don't think about you. So you free to call me what you want. Your mama's still bald headed.
That part.
Mm.
So, yes, here we are. Okay, so
Good stuff.
should we? I think we should put everything into context.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why we're doing this early morning live, and for some of you, a very late night live.
Mm.
Whether it is your early morning or your late night, I promise you this: you will have absolutely no mistakes in understanding exactly how through I am with
Uh-oh.
Bacalis. Because I'm tired of this hoe.
Oh. Oh, no.
I'm just tired.
Oh, no.
I'm tired of this whole house culture.
Uh-oh.
I'm tired of them selling hotels while hoes is dying in hotels.
Oh, no.
Did I say that?
Yeah. Yeah, it got
Maybe I
said.
need to say it again.
I just was about to say, I don't think they heard you in the back of the class, dog.
I'm sick and tired of these
Mm,
hoes selling hotels while hoes
mm,
is dying in hotels.
mm, mm.
I don't think they understand me.
They don't. They don't. They don't understand at all. I think you should break it down for them. We should go to church, girl.
Well, a lot of people like to go to church on Sunday.
Don't
So
they
let's
like to
get them
go to the
right.
church house? Yes, before everybody step to church, we're gonna take y'all to church. Mm,
So I've been
this.
releasing some videos and we've been talking about this Ashley Jana Robinson.
Mm-hmm,
Now we have our conversations offline
mm.
and it's kind of frightening.
You know, Huh.
the accuracy
Yeah,
in our predictions.
man, man. What alarms me most is how everybody else doesn't see it.
Well, it's either they don't want to see it or they're being distracted by all the bells and whistle
The
going
Christmas
on off in the
ornaments.
backdrop.
Hmm.
You know, if it wasn't for this Ashley situation and the Rihanna powing incident and all the other stuff that's going on, if it wasn't for all of that, I
Hmm.
mean,
If there
how
was a
was
snake, it would
anybody
have
else
bit her.
supposed to forget about the Epstein files? You know, and then you have the concerts and of
Mm.
course, you know, let's forget about who's going to testify in front of the oversight committee in Washington D.C. and let's forget all about who's
Mm.
refusing to go. Hmm. You know, Grace, I was going all what now before we started this live. I was hot.
You had to cleanse your palate first. You couldn't come with you, yeah, because we know how they get down when you start telling the truth as it is, what it is, straight shot, no chaser. They don't like that too much around these parts.
Well, considering that ever since, you know, April Fool's Day, and I did that live that was titled You Can't Handle the Truth,
Mm.
they've been reporting all of my videos and we had to keep having them reviewed. Trying to kill all the monetization on everything that we do on this channel.
It's always a greasy neck, bald headed hoe
Yeah.
worrying and playing and finessing and worrying about all the money and business that do not pay them.
Listen to me. Even that weirdo whose mama was allegedly out
Mm.
there prostituting herself on Amber
Uh
Wilson
oh.
Boulevard in Camden.
Uh oh. Uh oh.
Even even he was talking about our Patreon and yeah, you got people going over there and you got paid members on Patreon and you're making everybody spend their money on you. Why? Why are you worried about where people
Why do
choose to
you care?
support?
Why do you care? Why do you
They
care
it's
about
funny
all those things?
because they want people to support them. They sit there, like this video. Please send money to my cash app. I'm raising money so I can get a car, so I can stop walking at 57 years old while I sit
Oh,
online and I pick fights and I lie about people all day. And my grandchildren are trying to figure out when they sending me to the home because either I'm like senilic or I'm really just tripping. Like we got some strange people online. And that kind of like lines up with what we're talking about.
mm,
Because, man, oh man, oh man, these influencers, this
can we
influencer
talk about
title,
these? Can we please talk about that influencer title?
it's kind of crazy.
Isn't it?
Um, because when it comes to the title influencer, nobody is really paying attention to what it says, to what that means. The ability to influence means the ability to lead. Just like a preacher leads his flock,
Mm-hmm.
An
Mm-hmm.
influencer, they have a flock too.
Mm-hmm.
They're digital preachers. The question is, what's the doctrine they're preaching?
Mm-hmm.
And nobody's really paying attention to that. Nobody's
And I
paying attention to
understand.
that at all. Go
I,
ahead.
no, I was just saying, I understand how it's getting a little bit lost because there's a whole lot of noise surrounding everybody and everything. But even the noise that we have all grown accustomed to hearing in society, it's clear as day what's going on when it comes to these influences. And I'm very concerned because no one's talking about it until it gets like this. But I hear that they're mentioning Cardi B recently.
Oh yeah.
Mm,
She getting a whole lot of mention.
mm,
Part of the reason why we're here right now is because for whatever reason, people think it's a good idea to jump in the comment section of my videos when I'm
mm.
talking about the very serious and the severe nature of the demise of Ashley Jana. A lot of
They
details
all,
have been coming up.
why they always jumping in your all across your platforms every time you speak in truth?
Well,
Every time you start digging into what's going on in the world, you have to. Here come all of these raggedy roaches, slimy back bitches, just doing a whole lot, and I'm
that's what they do.
concerned. Like,
That's what they do. That's what it's all about. They can't handle the truth.
they sure
And
can.
that's why I pulled that up when I did that video around April Fool's Day. You can't handle the truth.
Mm-hmm.
See, when this girl's story first came online, she was an influencer that was like, did anybody know what she did for a living? What was she influencing? It seemed like she was like selling like this celebrity lifestyle, like selling this
Mm-hmm.
provocative lifestyle where she lives a soft life and she has this multi-millionaire boyfriend and they're on private planes and Lamborghinis and all of this wonderful clothing, all of this stuff, highly materialistic.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what they're selling. They're selling materialism.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're doing. That's what it was all about. Like if I go back and look at her social media, all I see is her selling materialism. And then come to find out, she had a secret page where she was selling her ass, allegedly.
Wow. Wow.
Turns out she was a
Wow.
video vixen. Turns out
Mm.
she was a stripper, just like the
Wow.
cows. Just like their hero, Cardi B.
Mm-mm-mm.
A lot of people keep forgetting where this hoe really came from.
It was Instagram, right? Like I
She
know she was
started
stripping,
on
but
Instagram.
mm,
She started on Instagram. She was in a strip club. She was a stripper girl, and she made it to 1 million followers. And that million followers got her to Love and Hip Hop New York, where she upstaged most of the cast, especially Remy Ma, because Remy Ma had just gotten out of the clink.
Mm-hmm.
And Love and Hip Hop New York was supposed to be her big ticket to make it back on top so that she could go after the number one spot in female hip hop and dethrone Nicki Minaj.
Wow.
Unfortunately, it was Bacallus who upstaged her and, took her run at the number one spot. And she's been going back and forth with Nicki ever since, hasn't she? Trying to claim
Mm-hmm.
who the true queen of this new age hip hop is. It
This
all
new
started
age hip
from
hop.
social media.
It's very interesting that this new age hip hop, at least when it comes to female rappers, they all kind of have they're a photocopy of each other. The Cardi B prototype. It's almost like she is the head prototype, and all the ones after her come behind, which is real funny because when we're talking about the new age of music and hip hop itself, from where it once was to how it's transitioning now, don't we have to talk about that all the time?
We have.
Mm.
And Grace,
Hmm.
you sound a little muffled.
You said I sound muffled.
You did for a second there.
No, I was saying that it's interesting the transition because all of the new the rappers now, the female ones, all these girls, they all fit one prototype,
Hmm.
the Cardi B type. Like, haven't they all come from Instagram? All of
For the
them?
most part,
Mm.
a good
And are a
share.
good bit of them, aren't a good bit of them have backgrounds in strippers?
Yeah. Honestly, that seems to be the new like protocol. In order to
Mm-hmm.
become a female rapper, you had to be a
Mm.
stripper, which is wild. Because when you think about it, that means Instagram is the new breeding ground.
Mm.
And let's be clear,
Mm.
there's a lot of human transportation going on in all of these circles. And the
Mm-hmm.
more we're hearing about, this girl's story, Ashley Jana, it's sounding there like there might have been some human transportation going on there as well.
You want to know the interesting part for me about the Ashley case, Stevie?
What?
How all of the details that have been coming out in the case regarding the case, like, it's one plus one equals two for me because do you know, like, this case isn't even special or specific. You know how many girls this month, their stories are just like Ashley's this month.
Yeah.
But we don't, nobody ever no one ever talks about that though.
No, they don't want to talk about all of the
Mm-mm.
other girls who go missing, who lose their life
Mm-hmm.
month after month. It's wild when I heard that someone had come through the comments and said that Tisa Tells followed Ashley Jana and was inspired by her.
That says a whole lot about who she is as an individual.
I mean, pretty
And
much
if
it
that's what you want to
just,
say about yourself, God bless you.
I mean, honestly, what it says is she's everything that we've been saying she is. Goof ass hoe. Now, Robin, you're absolutely right about that, except for one thing. Little Kim pretended to be a stripper. She actually wasn't one.
Hmm.
They took what Biggie created around her
Hmm.
and then they made it a protocol.
Hmm.
From prototype to protocol. Wow. Yeah.
And it
So,
sounds like manufacturing just got cheaper if you think of it business wise. Manufacturing, Instagram made manufacturing a whole lot cheaper, don't you think? Like they ain't got to go out to the strip club to find them personally. Everyone's on
no,
Instagram.
they don't. But see that strip club lifestyle, it's
Mm,
nobody wants to be honest about what that world is really like. It's
mm.
hell.
I mean,
It's hell.
mm-mm.
But they got all of these female entertainers dressing like them, acting like them, pretending to be them. So this way, when the men go to the strip clubs and they see the girls dressed up, they get to recreate their fantasy moments with these girls in real life. And I used to get mad at these girls because I'm sorry, am I breaking up?
Yeah,
This is wild. They're messing with this live.
they were
Hold on
messing
a
with it
second.
before it started.
You keep it going. I'll be right back.
Okay, well, it looks like we're having some technical difficulties, children, but while we wait for Titi, I hope that everybody is actually keeping their vibrations high and remembering to be good and do good. We are living in a time right now where balance is necessary, order is necessary. And for those of you who cannot raise your vibrations, you cannot find yourself, you can't see yourself elevating to a new space. I feel sorry for you, honestly, because I feel you deserve more. I feel the world deserves more. But if that is what you choose for yourself, may the good Lord smile upon you. Because we're living in a very strange time, children. It's a very interesting time to be alive. And it's unfortunate because I feel like so many people are missing the wonder of it all because we're all being blindsided, drowned out, and distracted by a whole lot of shit. And as we all continue to gather around the campfire and just chop it up together, y'all please take the things that I give you and bring them into your lives, and the things that TD tells you. Take the good, take the messages, and try to implement them in your lives. Be the change in the world that you wish to see. It is not as hard as you think. And for those of you out there that don't belong here because you're only here for problems, your kids hate you. Just like your daddy did. just like your bald headed mammy do. And she gonna make you suffer and take care of her until her last breath. I don't know why you want that for yourself. I would hope better for you, but
Hello.
that ain't my business.
Can you hear me?
You're back. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello?
I can hear you, TD. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you know what? I'll be right back. They tripping. I'll be right
Happy.
back.
Mm-mm-mm. Wow, children. Apparently they don't want y'all to get this message. Y'all see how they don't care. You see how you see how y'all trying to get some nourishment, some food for the soul before y'all either end out your days or start off your day. And here they are, like Satan's lapdog, just playing with the technology, just making sure that people can't have their good vibrations and their good elevation and their important messages that they can add on to their lives later on. Like, it's really tragic. It really is. We're living in a time where a lot of correction is happening. We're living in a time where a lot of returning back to nature and balance is happening. We are also witnessing one of, probably historically speaking, one of the greatest collapses of society ever. Now, for those of you that might be terrified for that, listen. I don't suggest you choose fear. Me personally, I suggest that you choose power in that. Sometimes old things must be removed in order for new, beautiful things to take form. And based on that list that, we, the public, have been exposed to, I think everyone can agree across the board that the world that we've all been living in, it's been a lot of bullshit going on. And we can no longer bury our heads in the sand. We can no longer pretend that, they don't exist. It's not going to matter. We can no longer wait until it's at our back door. This is why things have operated as long as they've had. Because it's easier for we, society, to bury our heads in the sand. To
Can
go
you
to
hear me
work
now?
instead of... I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
Hooray.
No more echo. No more having to use multiple devices. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Um,
Hooray.
I'm telling you, they try to make it hard on me. So
Mm-hmm.
anyway, I'm assuming you were filling them in. You know, it's so funny. I'm sitting here looking at my whole snack and I done ate through the whole daggone thing.
Well, listen. At least you know what to do with riches. You smell me? Everybody else, I don't know what they got going on. It's tragic. It's tragic, especially with what we're researching, behind the scenes, like just witnessing it all displayed before the public. This is why God grieved. Is it time yet for us to explain what that means or not yet? Because we can get back to it. They playing with the stream and everything. They know you have a message for the children.
We can talk about that. I mean, I think, we've been here a couple of minutes. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about what you actually mean, because I said to you, I don't think they actually know what you mean when you say,
oh, no, they don't. That God done already grieved.
God started grieving in Genesis. And if people don't understand, Genesis is the beginning. It's the beginning of the Bible.
Yes.
So let me put on something a little
some
bit.
Of our, absolutely. So for some of our children who may not be familiar, right? We're referring to the King James Version of the Holy Bible. Now, if you may not know, this holy, like this spiritual text, it has over several thousand pages, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are 66 books from cover to cover, 66 books.
Mm-hmm.
Genesis is book 1
Mm-hmm.
out of 66. Now, we all know collectively, no matter where you are, we all know collectively that in the beginning, right, that's happening in Genesis chapter 1. God got to grieving in Genesis chapter 5.
Yeah.
So when y'all hear me say that everything was fine in Genesis chapter 1 and God was grieving by chapter 5, we all know what was going on in chapter 1. God was creating. God was doing great things. God was doing big shit. You know, listen, I'm the Most High. I'm Spirit. I'm Essence. I'm the Alpha and the Omega. So let me just go create. Let me go create these beautiful lands. Let me create these beautiful seas. Let me create these beautiful beasts that are upon the earth, and the beasts of the seas and the beasts of the skies. And then at the last, it's like, all right, all this is beautiful. Now, come on, let us make man in our image. See all of it. See everything that I just said, children. That's Genesis chapter 1, verse 1 through 3.
Yeah.
I didn't even tell y'all about the verses, because once you start breaking up these books, these 66 books are broken up in multiple chapters, and within those chapters are
We could just
verses.
stay in Genesis, really, and the fall of man started in the beginning.
Do you want to know
The fall
how?
of man happened within the first 5 books. By like by the 20s, they was already
Do you know?
boinking off in each other's boo-boo behinds. There was already same SCX, same gender relations going on. They was already taking the body without consent. They was
Listen.
getting drunk, they was getting high, they was robbing, they was doing all kinds of stuff in Genesis. Like Genesis was
Listen,
it was disgusting.
Listen, TD, I don't even mean to cut you off, but I think one of the children had said something that it just caught my eye. And they were, is it Alina's Holistic Refuge? I see you, my girl. Shout out to the children. You said, I never thought about God crying. No, my baby. We ain't finished yet, my darling. Please, y'all got to hold on. I didn't say God was crying. I said God was grieving. Now, for those of you who may not like to read from time to time, or maybe your words, they get mixed up, because we know we're in America over here. They don't value education. We know people don't read. It's okay. This is not a judgment. This is just facts. So, it's like T.D. said, in Genesis chapter 1, verse 1 through 3, verse 1 through 3, that is all the creation story right there. A wise man once told me that if you are going to pick up the Holy Bible, if you don't read nothing else, you read Genesis chapter 1 through 3 and you understand the entire point right there. Because the fall of man, the creation and the fall. Genesis chapter 1.
Grand opening
through verse 3.
Closing.
Girl, listen, Genesis chapter 4, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, by chapter 4, I think Cain and Abel had already, did what they did. So God was
brothers
grieving.
were already at odds. Brothers were taking each other's lives. They was already having gang action. They was having drive-bys before pow-pows. And then don't forget, the Nephilim came because the aliens came down and started, getting it in with all of the human women and making giants and all of these people with crazy powers and abilities. They got totally wicked. And God said, you know what? The only way I can really fix all of this is if I send so much water down from the heavens that all of you choke until you are no more.
And listen, y'all, now that comes after what I just said. Because before the flood was God's response, right? To that grieving. And why was God grieving? I hope the children have asked, because God was grieving the darkness of man. I really enjoy there where I am. There is a French version of the King James Bible, and I like that interpretation better. It makes it stick more. It's got a little bit more meat. God grieved the wickedness of man.
Hey.
Now, the reason why I always tell children that, as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to laugh to keep from crying. Why? Because we've got to keep going. Because if you sit down and you do what God did, by the time Genesis chapter 5 came, this is the first book, and we only 5 chapters in of the first book, you know it's tragic. You will start to realize that if you really sit down with yourself and you actually begin to ponder. See, this is where, the roaches, the bald-headed roaches, we not talking to you, you're not acknowledged. We're talking to everybody who is
People ain't
aligned.
even talking about Lot, Sodom and Gomorrah. All of this stuff happened in Genesis
Yes.
when they was running around.
Yes.
What did Ray J say? Booties is getting taken. That's what they was doing in their Sodom.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
after, God sent the fire down and burnt everybody up, Lot and his family got away. And the daughters, they were so trifling that they decided they was going to get their pappy drunk off wine, and they was going to essay him so that they could have some kids, because they men had been burnt up with the sodomite. So I'm not understanding how people aren't seeing humanity has been screwed up damn near forever.
Yeah. And quite frankly, we're tired. Like, y'all not tired of that same story? I know God got to be. How many times do I often say, TD, I wonder if the times spoken about and written about in the Bible, was it really for back then? Because it sometimes I feel it was for now.
Understand this. There is nothing new that happens under the sun. History always repeats itself.
Isn't that the tragedy of it all?
The only difference between Genesis and now is technology. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Back then, technology, we're humans, and now we've become slave to machines, who are now doing what we were designed to do and have become too lazy to do.
Isn't it all so tragic?
No, it's not tragic. It's prophecy. It is what it is. It proves a very, very, very simple point, that we have learned nothing. We have learned nothing. Millennia have come and gone. Thousands of years have come and gone, and we have learned nothing. We are here doing the same thing over and over and over again. So let's bring then to now. Can I talk about why I'm mad?
Absolutely, girl. Please let's go on.
Let's get into why I'm really upset.
Go on.
Because see, and somebody said I found Cardi B's original face. No, that's her face now. That's what she looks like now. She still looks like that for the most part.
It is. Oh, girl, I thought
that's her. No, that's her with her makeup stripped down. You see how dry those lips are? Her nose is that big. The only reason her nose looks different is because she has a very talented makeup artist that knows how to shade that thing to make it look straighter, to make it look smaller. Like, that's what I was trying to explain to you. Like, you can tell that, the makeup artistry is a tool.
It's witchcraft, girl. It's
of witchcraft.
Sorcery, my goodness.
It is.
Right. I feel bad for the men, for real. Like,
because with
can
makeup,
you imagine? I don't know how to feel. You go one day with somebody and you wake up and they don't have that same face. You don't have permission to terrorize me like that. Oh no. Like, I feel bad for them. Yes, it looks fun in pictures, but what? I
You know,
couldn't do it.
she's got that makeup artist to help her. And that's how you know, like these dudes that she mess with, they ain't about nothing.
Mm,
They ain't
mm,
about nothing. They ain't about nothing
mm,
at all.
mm.
Because they all know what she really looked like, and they all know what she's really about. Like it's, like when you see the movies with the witches and they look all glamorous and everything, but then the second that the sorcery is gone and the second that the magic falls away, they look like
Yeah,
that.
Mother Gothel type shit. Mother
They
Gothel type shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
they look like what she looked like right here.
Mm-hmm.
They look like what she looked like right there.
Girl, I'm sorry. You see how dry her lips is? Girl, I'm making up. Girl, I can't.
Yeah, that's what they look like.
Why?
Like it's just real rap. This is the way she is. This is what she looks like. This is who she is. Now,
Mm-hmm.
she's become the queen archetype of slur culture. And I'm going to call it slur culture. So this way they don't come after me and try to demonetize my video. But I want to take the SLUT community and the 304 community and we're going to put it all together in one word, right? Okay? Slur.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she is the queen of slurs.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And see, this is what this whole thumbnail is about. Okay, the Santa Claus effect for the 304.
Not the Santa Claus.
Is she a saint or just a stripper? Now, somebody came
Uh-oh.
through my comments and they were saying Cardi B is going to pay. She's going to pay for Ashley Janae's funeral. Cardi B is going to pay for the whole thing. And when I saw that, I got hot, didn't I, Grace?
Girl.
Didn't I get hot? I got so hot. I was upset. And I might get a little hot now.
Listen, just you're not as hot as you were before because
No, I was
at least you
hot.
put the gasoline down. You put the gasoline down.
I might have to pick it back up. Because
You
what I'm
might.
trying to understand is how is this a good thing?
Uh-oh.
How is this a big deal?
Listen. Mm-mm.
Why is everybody making a big deal about this? Because see, I'm about to put everybody up on game about why she's
Okay.
offering to do this.
Okay.
See, I think everybody is forgetting. Just a week ago, she had this idiot over here to the right of the thumbnail
Mm.
parading herself around on stage
Ooh, that pregnant belly
like
still
a
making me
fool. Like it's crazy because when I went to go pull up the image so I could prepare it for the thumbnail because I didn't have it in my other device, something popped up and it said pregnant woman breaks her water twerking.
Mm-mm.
Now I don't think it was this woman, but just the simple fact that that was actually available.
Hmm.
Just the simple fact that that was actually available.
Right.
We got hoes out
Right.
here that's shaking
Uh-oh.
their behind to the point where they are breaking their water. And that's scary to
The
me because
thought.
that reminds me when I
The
kept
thought.
telling everybody about those ready to pop explicit movies, those adult films.
Mm.
And basically it was all a bunch of women as pregnant as this chick is in this picture, right? As
Oh
pregnant
no.
as this chick is in this picture
Oh no.
getting trains ran on them by a bunch of, professional male workers like Diddy had to take care of, all of his girls at the freak off.
Mm.
Okay. And rather than your typical projectile shot, the object was to make her break her water.
What the?
So they would run through these women until they broke their water. And then once they water broke, after the men successfully ran a train on her and her water broke, they would cuss at her and call her all kinds of slurs and tell her to take her trifling butt to the hospital. Yeah. These are actual films. They're called Ready to Pop. Now, all that being said, when I started seeing this chick throwing her body all around on the stage in front of all of those people, it made me remember that. Because this was just like a PG version of that. Because like I was saying,
Mm-mm.
the harm she could be doing to that baby.
Mm-hmm.
If that baby is turning and getting into position, all of that gyrating, all of that craziness could wrap the umbilical cord around the child's neck. And it could force that child to strangle, just like Ashley Jana was in that hotel closet.
Mm.
Very dangerous. For $5,000. And you know what? Everybody was defending the mother of slurs, the queen of slurs, Santa slur. Right? Because that's who Cardi B is supposed to be now. The Santa Claus of slurs. That's what she is. All of that for $5,000. For $5,000. It's disgusting.
Like,
Now, you got this Ashley Jana girl who no doubt listens to Cardi B probably, looks up to Cardi B. You know, Tisa Tells is a Cardi B fan too.
I
It makes
mean,
you wonder about this chick. Like her taste,
not me.
it's like,
Not me. I watch Law and Order. Mm-mm. Like that's it. Yeah, I said that. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
you are the company
We don't
that
need
you
to think
keep.
too much.
You are the company that you keep. You really are the
Okay.
company that you keep. So
Okay.
let's be clear about this. Cardi B has been influencing an entire generation
Mm-hmm.
to not only devalue themselves, but put themselves in harm's way, in danger. Like, this is dangerous behavior these girls are keeping up.
You want to know what I just remembered in this moment?
What?
How can Cardi B have given how does she feel comfortable having this woman being this big pregnant on her knees and popping it and all this extra stuff on stage for 5 stacks?
Because she was
But did
doing it.
everybody forget? But did everybody forget how fast she even turned off her music when her baby coach was in the room? Like, everybody acted like they forgot that. Why is your music okay for the rest of society and for all other kids? You got this mother pregnant, probably, God forbid, choking out her baby, cutting off oxygen for $5,000. But your children are exempt of this.
Oh, well,
And it's fascinating how society forgot that. how fast they forget things and then uplift.
You want to know what else they forget?
Mm-hmm.
The two women that I have up here on the screen who have been influenced by her, no doubt, are
Absolutely.
African American, and she can't stand
Oh,
African American women. She calls African American women everything but children of God. She calls them roaches. She calls them all kinds of
wow.
trash. She calls them out their name all the time. But that's who she's got on stage at
Mm-hmm.
her show. The hundreds of thousands, the millions of girls that follow her,
Mm-hmm.
that follow her bad example. Now, let's be clear here. I don't understand why anybody would want to follow in the footsteps of this ugly broad,
Oh,
because she really isn't pretty at all.
uh-oh.
If it wasn't for the makeup, this is what everyone would be stuck with. That mug in the middle. That mug right there. That's what everybody would be stuck with. That's what Offset is stuck with. Or at least that's what he was stuck with till he started screwing prettier girls. That's what
Oh,
your boy Stephon Diggs had to wake up next to in that castle, which is probably why he started screwing prettier girls.
mm-mm.
And let's just be honest, for her to be this big end all to be all and talking about her WAP and talking about this and talking
Mm-mm.
about that, she can't get a
Mm-mm.
man to be faithful to her, to
Oh
save
no.
her life or her career. She can't get a man to want to be with her and her only.
Oh
She
no.
can't get any kind of exclusivity. Matter of fact, she gets cheated on so much, she endorses pharmaceuticals for women who can't keep a man around,
Oh.
who apparently runs around without using protection and might very possibly give them 3 big letters. Not 3 words,
Mm-mm.
not these 3 words. No, these 3 letters that'll take your ass up out of here. We went from Stevie Wonder, these 3 words, to Cardi B. Protect yourself from these 3 letters. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? It's insane. It's insane. All that prep promo.
Oh no.
Because you can't keep a man. Now let's go back to the Bible right quick.
Mm-hmm.
There was a character named Samson. He was running with a woman named Delilah. Delilah would have been considered a loose woman. And guess what? He knew she wasn't no good and he couldn't leave her alone. He wanted to stay up under her every chance he got. Her pussy ain't even as good as Delilah's. And Delilah was setting him up. She did it in his face. She lied to him, played in his face, did all kinds of crazy shit. Delilah was doing everything, and Samson couldn't wait to get back to her. Matter of fact, he kept putting his life on the line. He kept putting his life on the line until they came and got him, and then they poked his eyes out, and he did all of that just so he could be up underneath Delilah's snatch. Cardi B can't keep a man nowhere near her. She might be on some end time stuff, and she might be, behaving, in the fashion of Sodom and Gomorrah, but apparently she ain't got no biblical snatch. Now, let's get it clear. Yeah, listen to me. I know all about the T-Bars and the So I Creep. I know about it. I done heard about it. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. No, the TLC, they done gave the rights to they creep song.
When I
But
first heard that the first
right,
time, I was disturbed. I was so disturbed. And then they actually changed the lyrics. I'm like, no.
I know,
Mm-mm.
I know, I know.
You got a lot of weird people that like to her, be all up in your business and be in your space, girl. Too.
Listen to me. T-Boz is hustling prep, and Chili is MAGA. It's just the
Mm,
times we live in. It's the world we live in. I can't. I can't.
mm-mm.
Anywho's and back to what we was saying.
Like it's just so trifling. Like,
Cardi
damn,
B has done
Solomon, like it's so
nothing.
trifling.
Cardi B has done absolutely nothing to uplift anything in the black community. The only thing she's lifted up is black pee stuff to put to her mouth or to put in her behind. That's the only thing in the black community she has lifted up. Nothing more, nothing less. And the truth is, black women should be pissed off at her for ruining all these black men. Yeah. Cause she liked to,
Mm-mm.
she liked to lay down with him, and then she liked to talk crazy about him all over
Mm,
social medias. Now,
mm,
let's be clear.
it's,
Let's be clear. She's given unfit mothers because, as far as I'm concerned, this chick on the screen is an unfit. She an
mm,
unfit. She's an unfit mother, plain and simple. Because if you think that this was smart to do, if you think that $5,000 was worth putting your child's potential future
man,
and
$5,000.
in jeopardy for $5,000, you really don't deserve to have that child.
No. Mm-mm.
So now she goes from doing this, and let's be clear, she was catching a lot of hell. She started catching hell
Mm.
behind this. People started speaking out against it. It wasn't looking good. So what does she do? She pivots. She goes from being Santa Slore of the unfit mother to Santa Slore to dead strippers.
Mm-mm.
Because now she want to pay for Ashley Janae's funeral. You want to know the thing that trips me out? If it wasn't for her career
Mhm.
as a crappy rapper,
Mm.
if it wasn't for her career as a crappy rapper, she might be a dead, a, a, a dead, prostitute.
Mm.
The kind of stuff she had going on, running around, lining men up, tricking men into sleeping with trans.
Who does that?
She did that and brags about it. The kind of person who brags about taking clients, taking Johns to hotels, and then robbing them and doping them up. What if she had accidentally made one of them OD?
Mm-hmm.
How do we
Mm-hmm.
hasn't?
Mm-hmm.
How do we know she already hasn't? Because it gets me to thinking, like, these rappers be running their mouth too much. They be saying too much. But when it gets to the point where Homeland Security starts going back and forth with you and calling you out on social media for robbing and doping people up and saying, hey, as long as you don't do that to any of our agents, you're sitting here acknowledging that she's a criminal because she never went to jail for any of this stuff. She has no criminal record for this stuff. So it just kind of makes me wonder, is she a CI too? Because she don't ever seem to get in trouble. She's kind of like Charleston White. She don't ever get in trouble for nothing that she does. Every time she goes to court, they find some kind of loophole when we all can see that she's guilty as hell. She runs around with this entitled attitude. And I'm just starting to think, maybe this is why you're so successful. Maybe you're working for them boys. Because there's no way in the world that a law enforcement agency should be joking about the stuff that she did to men. Which is why I thought it was hella funny. It was so funny. When she started sitting there talking about how she got robbed and how 4 men robbed her. Right? They robbed her, whatever the case may be. And you know what? No, we not going there. We're gonna go here. She's sitting there complaining about how 4 men robbed her, took her Amex, and beat her out of 70 grand. And how they were all going to go to jail for stealing from her. But you have bragged about stealing from others. You've bragged about it. And said you would do it again. So why do you get away with committing all of these atrocities? But people are supposed to be held liable for what they do to you. What makes you so special? It definitely ain't your face. Because ain't nothing special about that mug. And apparently there's nothing special about your snatch. Because you got to take medicine. To make sure that you don't die for your life choices. And the things that you choose don't seem to be choosing you too much either. Just your bank account. And your ability to help them get endorsements. Like, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. So now you want to pivot off of encouraging this unfortunate, unfit woman to make a fool of herself for $5,000. And now you want to take some more money and you want to throw it at a young woman who no doubt listened to your records, listened to your music, watched you make it off of Instagram, right? Because she's an influencer just like you. Watched you make it off of Instagram, wanting the same kind of things that you have. The private jets, the Lambos, all of the expensive clothes, the makeup, the jewelry. And she gets involved with this John. Because we cannot call that man her fiance. We cannot call, I will not call that man her fiance. I will not sit up here and I can't even give her the pretty woman story. Because Julia Roberts lived and she ran off with her John in the end for a happily ever after. And this chick literally got left hanging in a closet. They left her hanging. Literally. Like I said, these chicks running around here selling hotels. Meanwhile, you got hoes dying in hotels. This is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And now, everybody wants to know, oh yeah, she's going to pay for the whole funeral. So what? She's only doing it for PR. She's only doing it to try to make herself look a little bit better than she already does, which I don't even understand how that could do anything. Because the truth is, rather than spending money on that, she should take that money and donate all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like she should go over there to India, to Calcutta, and she should sew up her snatch and
Oh,
stop being an incubus, a viral plague, and bad influence, and feed the poor and the needy and take care of the children. We don't need. We don't need her. You want to pay for a funeral? Like if her family has any decency, they won't accept a dime from this wench. It's an embarrassment because it's the influence of people like her that got that girl hanging in that closet. Tell me I'm wrong.
mm-mm. And
Tell me
again,
I'm wrong.
for me, I just don't understand how the public keeps on acting like how they just don't see. Like it's written right there. The pictures are right there. How fast did we come, like, think that maybe that's what was going on? I promise the same day that we first talked about.
Is it her guilty
I, I'm,
conscience that makes her want to pay for this funeral? Because it's her influence that helped lead this girl into making these bad decisions. And you think you just gonna pay for a funeral?
Hmm.
Take your money and shove it up your snatch, you nasty whore, you nasty slore. Santa Slore, Queen of the Freaks, the Slore of Babylon. Everything that's happening to these young women, all systematic brainwashing from her influence.
mm-hmm.
It's disgusting. I don't understand. I don't understand how more people aren't outraged at the idea of it. Oh, she's paying for the funeral. She should be doing a lot more than that. A lot more than that. The very ideas, the symbolism, the influence. She's a role model for the newly dead. What you got to say about this? Because all these people are around your age. Grace?
Say again.
No, I was saying, what's your opinion about all of this? As somebody, these people are your age. I'm old enough to be these people's mother. I'm
Honestly,
what you think.
honestly, just as somebody who's in this age group, it's really embarrassing to bear witness to all of these women. And again, today, the way I look at it, it's like the men and women of today, like soon you guys are going to be the elders. We are technically, the adults. We all have children running around here. Where are we guiding them to? The fucking clinic? Because right now, that's exactly where the fuck everybody's going. Now, while they have this woman spreading her impregnated booty flakes all over Cardi B's stage and shit, like, you got people, you got states, counties, Like, y'all forget how high the epidemic is out here with all these sexual exploits. And I keep on trying to figure out how did it get here? Because I swear, I just really hope that, somebody's gonna come in and tell me that they're lying about the numbers and it's not really that bad. Like, there's a part of me that hopes that it's true, because the more everybody keeps saying, "Oh, it's real," it gets more devastating and tragic. Like, ladies, I'm gonna get to the men later, but ladies, like, we can't even call ourselves ladies. Well, I can, but we can't call this type of behavior womanhood, and it has nothing to do with anything or anybody other than ourselves. Like, look at this. Like, we're listening to music that is so vulgar, and it's always about sex, that it's fucking boring. Your brain isn't being stimulated but for one reason and one reason only, and y'all wonder why everybody looks like a stripper and everybody's kids are on their knees already. And then when stuff like the Epstein list come out, everybody's gonna be like, "Oh my God, well, that's everybody. It ain't us." No, you're part of the fucking problem. Your kids are listening to that shit, and what's everybody's go-to excuse? The kids gonna do what they want to. The kids are gonna do what they want to. Well, damn, why did you become a parent then? No, don't, no, 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 no. Come back. Let's answer that right quick, because I know some of y'all wanted to run on that one. Why did you become a parent then, if you had no intention on being responsible for the life that you created? Why? And then they're going to run some more. They're going to run off some more. Well, they start blaming the men. Well, we didn't do this. They always blaming the women for all this. Like, this pregnant woman's stomach really pisses me off. It does. Ma'am, you have a child in there. She big pregnant. Anything could have happened. I'm pretty sure something did happen. And then the psychological effects that is going to take on this child. Like, everybody acts as if everything that's not happening outside of the womb is not happening within the fucking womb.
You
If
want to
you
know what's
think this, if
crazy?
y'all,
Let me
uh-huh,
tap in, because while you sitting here saying this and we talking about this, I'm thinking about what the temperament of that baby is going to be like when it's born.
that
If
baby
that
gonna be
baby,
off the chain, and I promise you, that mama gonna come out just like all the other raggedy ass mamas. My child been bad. My child never know how to sit down. Oh, my child take after their daddy. I don't know what's gonna be worse, if this is a little girl coming out or this is a little boy. I don't
I,
know what's worse.
listen to me, I'm thinking about the crying. I'm thinking about the crying, and and the child being ignored, and how the girls like to take the baby and give them NyQuil and stuff like that, and take them and
Yes,
put them
that's
in
the
rooms
girl. What are
and
you
let them
talking about?
scream and holler
She
through
is
a.
the exact prototype. The first thing she probably, since everybody's like, well, she doing it for her child. Yeah, she gonna take that $5,000, buy barely enough diapers, gonna have to buy up all milk, and then there's going to be a stockade of NyQuil, melatonin, whatever medicine that people be giving their kids, so their kids just hurry up and go to sleep. And then you wonder why you have to do the assessment once they hit kindergarten, and all the schoolhouses telling you, well, we think there's something wrong with your child. It's always everybody else's fault but theirs. That's why I said the last time we sat with the children, ladies, you're supposed to be in fucking charge. You house the portal of life. Be fucking responsible.
If they're following
If
you
you need to
often,
send that nigga to his mama, that way you get that punk ass nigga that helped you create that life. If he
look
ain't shit, that's fine. Send him
look
to his mama where he
at
belongs.
who they're
Good.
being
Less headache.
influenced by. Look
Yeah.
at who they're being influenced by. And this is the same person who dresses her child, her little daughter, way too damn grown, got her sitting there with all of these weirdos online posting pictures of her with her legs open in bikini bathing suits and stuff like that, like it's cute.
Who?
Cardi
Who?
does that with her daughter Culture.
Now see,
She has pictures of culture in very, very, very provocative clothes for a little girl under the age of 16, let alone under the age of 10. You want to know what she had the audacity to say? Don't say nothing to me about my kids being about the way my daughter is dressed. If the male parent don't have a problem with it, neither should you. If the male parent is sitting in a freaking casino, barely able to tell the difference between artificial light and real sunlight, and he don't
Like,
care. He don't care what you're doing.
what does that even mean if the male parent don't care? You
If
see,
the male
this
parent
is
is a
why.
if the male parent is a pervert,
You see, let's go ahead and spin that, because see, you tapped on something that's real important. Like, you see how every time it's time for the women to take accountability for
excuse me, I'm
life.
allergic to bullshit.
Oh,
Go
you
ahead.
see how there's always an excuse. There's always a reason. There's always. Never once do they step up and be like, you know what, you're right. As a woman, this life came through me. This man assisted to get this life here, right? He added his little DNA. But who determines? Don't everybody always say, well, it's on the woman because she decides whether she's gonna have that baby or not. So why is all of that important when you guys are going after material things like child support payments from a nigga that you know is broke? You angry at your parents because you can't go out because you have a child and now you have to stay at home. And yet, when it's time for somebody to make the decisions necessary for the full protection, sanity, and well-being of the life that has been created, now all of a sudden everybody want to pass the buck and don't nobody want that. This is what I'm saying. Like, the fuck you expect to say to these niggas? I don't care if the nigga's white, black, green, red. He can be translucent with 5 fingers total. He didn't produce that life. That life didn't come through him. He don't know nothing about what it really truly means to have life created inside of you. That's not
He
his job.
don't know if she talking about her baby daddy. He don't know how to stay outside of a daggone casino.
Which is why I'm trying to figure out, why is anybody looking at this nigga and asking any questions? Like, you see
And the
how they just
other
trying
one
to
don't
deflect?
know how to stay out of court.
I hate that people. Why are people not taking their children off? Because this is a new thing. Why are people not taking their children off of social media?
I guess because they want them to come and pick them up and take them on a joyride and get them ready for the transportation. Listen
And
to
see,
me.
that's my thing. This is why I don't have sympathy for people. My sympathy is for the children, and that's it. And everybody who stands with them. Because, like, honestly, Tita, like, I'm real sick of it. Like, society is on straight bullshit. And right now, I'm not even talking about the elites. I'm talking about all these millions and billions of 9-to-5 people who just continue to have nothing but excuses and reasons for why they can't do what the fuck need be done for this world to be a better place. They always running around looking for an excuse and a reason for why everybody should just get off their case and look the other way. That way they continue to be on the fuck shit. That's why I don't have time.
Well, they've been influenced, see. They've been influenced. You know, it's so funny. I was sitting here talking about my whole snack. I forgot to talk about the origin of my whole snack. I'm sitting here snacking on some red grapes, and I was telling Grace
She said my whole snacks, girl.
how back in the day, in the early 1900s, how Jack the Ripper used to lure professional sex workers off the street into his horse-drawn carriage with some fine libations and some grapes. Grapes used to be a sign of wealth. Only wealthy people could afford grapes. So he would take the grapes and he would show them to the streetwalkers, and he would lure them
Mm.
in and let them drink that fine liquor and let them eat on those grapes. But see, the liquor would be, laced, and then the next thing you know, he's cutting them up. Yup. Whole snacks. Whole snacks. Whole snacks used to be so healthy. Now they just take them
You
over
know
there
what's
to the
funny about this
McDonald's.
conversation?
They take them over there to the McDonald's.
You know what? Never mind. We'll save it for another day. They're not ready. I see them jumping and itching in the chat. It's fine. We'll save the glorified pimple dynamic another day. We'll save it. We ain't gonna give them to them like that. We'll save it. But at the end of the day, my point is just like, can you imagine the 180 that can take place in humanity if people will stop finding excuses? Like, this is why how many times was it that they had asked God, well, wait a minute, if we could just find 50 down there, can you spare everybody? Sure. All right, well, wait a minute. How about 40? I said sure when you was at 50. All right.
They
Well,
got
wait a
all
minute.
the
How about 30?
Lot.
You
That was Lot
Yeah.
and Abraham. Actually, that was
Yeah.
Abraham. And
Made it all the way down to
got
what? It's
all the
5?
way down to 5. They couldn't even
And God been
find
saying from the
5.
start. God said sure at 50. Why did we have to go all the way down to 5? God didn't say. God was saying yes the whole time.
Because he knew there wasn't nobody decent there. The point
And
is,
that's my thing.
the
And that's
point
exactly why I
is,
don't care no more, because people they choose to be wicked. And caring about the children ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Because listen, let me tell you this. I wish the best for that child that was inside that woman and all the children. Because the streets is exactly where those children will run to. Like
I pray
clockwork, like
somebody
it's
come and
always been.
I pray somebody come and see about that child. That's
Oh,
what
ain't
I
nobody
pray.
gonna come. Ain't nobody gonna come except the system. The child gonna be treated like we already know that child's gonna be treated. And then if you say it, there's gonna be somebody's ashy ass motherfucking support system in your comment section talking about can we please not talk about this? Like, we've got to be fair. No. Y'all do know that a mother bear, right? A mother bear will pick up her cub and throw that motherfucker across the highway. Why? Because Mother Bear has already gotten accustomed to the fact that they have human beings in vehicles that will come around this corner and they will hit you and you moving too slow. Get to safety. Now, yes, Lil Pooh Bear did bounce and roll, but Lil Pooh Bear got up, waited for Mom, and Lil Pooh Bear and Mom were fine. See, y'all not willing to do what's necessary. People forget that being a parent is an earned title. You don't just get that shit
Well,
because you had sex.
listen to me.
You gotta earn that shit.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. You speaking a foreign language.
Oh, I
Because
know.
anybody that's following that weirdo that we got here in the middle of this screen, this Bacallus, anybody that we got following her is lost.
Yeah.
She is
Like,
literally by the droves, by the millions, leading people to hell.
Yep.
And they're following.
Happily.
They're following.
Skip to my loon. They hopscotching all the way there. They hopscotching the hell.
I wonder
So
what
this
was
why I said,
Ashley
what's in them all?
Janae's. I wonder what was Ashley Janae's favorite Cardi B song. I wonder. Money. Which one do you think it was? Which one of Cardi B's songs do you think was Ashley Janae's favorite?
Girl, the only Cardi B songs I really know like that is the Invasion of Privacy album, That's it. The singles that came out. Girl, I don't know these people like that. You know that. You know I
Well,
took a
then you
hiatus
should
from you.
know
And then
because
when
a
I
lot
came
of the
back,
stuff
here you
that's
go.
on the new album came from there.
For real? How did what?
A
For real?
third of the album was a bunch of old songs. Yeah.
Let me guess. Who was it that just recently went? It wasn't Shaka Khan. Who was that went up into the Breakfast Club recently and said that they ain't got no talent these days? Who was that?
That was Shaka Khan.
Okay, so I had it correct. Yeah, yeah. You know, I'm glad Shaka Khan said it for us all.
You want to know
I
what
don't
I
know some
find
people.
disappointing?
Uh-oh. Damn.
Patti
Hmm.
LaBelle showing up to Cardi B shows for photo ops. See, that's how I know Patty just gonna play the Struminati game until the end. Because she shouldn't be endorsing this bitch. By any means. By any means. I'm
And
like,
here's the catch-22 of it all. Like, you see how they glorify the debauchery with the women. And then they turn around and say that, well, especially in the Black community. I hope this is not everybody's community. It's gonna be devastating if it's across the board. But they sit here and they lead the girls to whoredom. Then when they get pregnant and have children, well, it's their fault that they men ain't shit. You should have picked better. And then all of that in the same breath, society will glorify a single father. And I have no problem with that. Let me explain why. Because the exact same thing that I said with the women, meaning that they need to have full responsibility of when it comes to life, meaning the women need to be whole because mother's natural instincts. See, when a man steps up and then he taps in feminine in order to be what his children need because they don't have the mother figure, see, society glorifies him. And I support that too, because as a man, that's not common. It's not the norm. You expect the man to have the woman to be there to raise the children. If he can do it all on his own, hopefully he's got a tribe. And even if he doesn't have a tribe, this is why society uplifts the single father. So if we're going to understand why we uplift the single father, stop acting retarded and stupid when you hear me say women. Stop waiting for these niggas to lead, bitch. That's your position when it comes to life. Because when that nigga fall apart, who do you think he gonna turn to? And that's why I said, unless you need to send him back to his mama, he gonna look for you. Because if he fall apart, y'all fall apart. I'm gonna need you to stop leading the men and the children to hell. Because that's where everybody be having a great time, shaking ass in the flames while the babies are weeping.
well, that's all I gotta say. We gonna get ready to wrap up. We done said everything we need to say. This shit is a mess. This shit is a mess. It is.
And it
It's
really
an
is, and it's more
absolute
trifling
mess.
because they got billions. They got so many people out here supporting this. So many. They're gonna get mad and be like, why is everybody coming after Cardi B? They're gonna look at this woman, oh my God, why they just hate the black woman? They're gonna look at poor Ashley and be like, damn. I like that ring that she had in that photo before, she lost her life. Ain't that a damn shame? They're gonna say that they like the ring that she showed on Instagram before she lost her life. Before they'll think twice about what actually happened to her. Meanwhile, the fourth one on this thumbnail, the baby, nobody's gonna ever care about that baby, whether it's a little boy or a little girl.
Huh.
That's reality. Reality.
I'm just disgusted, G. Like,
Yeah, for real. Like it's not even cute. It's not funny. Like and again, I'm not disgusted at Cardi B. I'm not disgusted. I'm not disgusted at Cardi B more than I'm disgusted at the public who supports this, because they're the ones who got 10 million excuses under the sun. Cardi B can get in y'all face and tell y'all, listen, mind your fucking business about my motherfucking child. And then y'all are going to turn around and put your children on the internet for somebody to
Listen to
scope out
me.
and snatch up.
If Kris Jenner can tell her daughters to drop down and get their eagle on and bring Ray J in to run
Wow.
through 'em and direct the whole
Wow.
thing, what the hell do you think Cardi B gonna do with her kids? I don't
And like I
understand.
said, who keeps putting these people on high pedestals? How? Girl, how many times have I sat there and I said, I don't understand how the fuck the Kardashians even became a name that people know?
Well, I
Because
mean, it
unless
was
it was in
already
the
a
porn
name. No,
mhm,
no, it was. It was.
industry.
You got to be careful with the P word. 'Cause
Yeah, I
you know.
caught that late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my
Except for
thing
the
is,
corn industry.
no, this. Don't forget, their daddy was in law first. Don't forget, their daddy represented OJ during the trial. He was a
Isn't
part
that
of that
wild?
team. Mhm.
Isn't that wild?
And the second day he died, she married that makeshift man woman, and then it all hell broke loose. But girl, listen to me. We're gonna take a quick musical break before we close up and get final thoughts. I have a song. It's called "Look at You." It's just reminding me of everything that we're talking about right now, and
Mhm.
I really think we're gonna take a quick musical break. "Look at You" by Jaguar Wright and Tony Ballard from Common Folks. Oh my God. Yeah. We need to hear this message right quick.
I'm a star. Look at me. I'm spectacular. Can't you see? I'm going far. Look at me. I'm a winner. Look at me. I'm so high. Oblivious to my surroundings. As I watch it all pass me by. Running away from the sun. Can't run it for one more trip. I'm running and I'm running and running. I'm running and I'm running. Around the sun. Running, running, running till my feet get numb. And run one more trip around the sun. And I'm running, running, running till my feet get numb. I'm running around the sun. Computer bad, computer bad. Kill them all until they're dead. Put another bullet in their heads. Call it entertainment instead. Computer bad. Get 'em high, hang 'em till they're dead. Put another chemical in their heads. Call it entertainment instead. Look at me, I'm famous. Look at me, I'm the shit. Look at me, got 1,000,000 followers. That must mean that I'm so rich. Look at me, I'm
When I wrote the song, I was thinking about just how weird the world has become and the things that have become normal, what we've normalized, and how we've allowed technology to just totally and completely just take over everything. We're no longer in control of our destiny. We've lost control of the future, and all we keep doing is just
Wait from the sun and running for one more trip. I'm running and running and running. I'm running and I'm running. Go from the sun and running till my feet get numb. And running one more trip. Running till my feet get numb. I'm running from the sun. Computer bad, kill them all until they're dead. Put another bullet in their heads. Call it entertainment instead. Computer bad. Get them high, hang them till they're dead. Put another chemical in their heads. Call it that's entertainment instead.
oh my goodness. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since we shared that one. But no, seriously, guys, like just we gotta start showing outrage when it's necessary. And all of this stuff that's going on right now, it's outrageous. It really is. No matter what people want to say or not say or accept or not accept, this is outrageous. It's just outrageous. You got Queen Slore influencer throwing undeserved money after bad and glossing over the fact that we have an entire generation of people who are probably going to end up in the worst possible circumstances for their lives by the time they make it to my age, if they make it to my age. Like, it's just, they talking about one more time. You know what? I might play another song before we go. If y'all want me to, just put a 1 in the chat. Now I might play one more song before we go. I mean, honestly, if I were to play a song on the way out, what would I play? What song would I play if I would play a song on the way out? Which one would it be? What song would I play on the way out? You know what? I know what song I want to play. And it's not a me song. It's not. It's not a me song at all. I got it. And I know exactly what it's going to be. I want to share this with you guys because I haven't shared it in studio, but I think it would be perfect. And I'm not going to announce it until we're about to pull out. But Grace, what are your final thoughts about what we discussed tonight? It's final thought time.
Well, children, I usually always tell y'all to keep your vibration high, be good people, do good things. I'm not going to tell you guys what to do. I'm just going to submit that we the people, we need to start caring again. We need to start vocalizing how we care through action. Even if that action is turning off all access to things that no longer serve your mind, your soul, your spirit in a positive way. These things that we're constantly being fed, they're not good for any of us. They're leading everybody straight to hell. And don't y'all want to try something new? If this story is as old as time, don't we want to try something new? I do. And I hope over time you guys do too.
You know, I tell you, wait a minute. All right, so now they coming in with requests. Okay.
All right now.
They coming in with
Listen,
requests.
after all this debauchery, I'm for it. I'm for it.
They a mess. Hold on a second. All right, you know what? We might have to run through a couple. All right, we'll start here first.
Listen, start the party.
My God. They want to hear Play in Your Face. Somebody asked for that.
Different kind of bitch.
All right, somebody, because I feel like that
I don't know what it's
I'm glad somebody said it.
to be lonely. I don't know what it's like to need love. I don't know what it's like to be basic, to be the bitch worried about that next bitch. More that I'm worried about my own shit. I don't know what it's like to give 2 fucks. And I don't know what it's like to give 1 fuck. I only know what it's like to give no fucks. And that shit is more than a hashtag. Bitch, watch me clocking on my back. Please sing for me. Let's take it slowly. Please take your neck and lay it down before me. I'ma suck your soul out. I'ma do it slowly as I stand right here, and play in your face, play in your face. Bitch, watch me play in your face, play in your face, play in your face. Bitch, watch me play in your face. Nobody's playing, nobody's playing. 'Cause I'm about to play in your face.
And then that's a little y'all wanted to hear that. That's just a little bit of that. But I think this is the perfect place to cut it off tonight. Nobody's somebody.
Very man comes looking for his me.
Salute, salute, salute. Nobody's Somebody. Produced by Tom Spiker and Chuck Treese. Performed by Jaguar Wright for Carriage House Studios in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. You know, I tell y'all what, my final thought is real simple. We have to stop letting evil control the narrative. We have to stop. We're losing too many people. Too many young people are dying.
Mm-hmm.
And they're dying before they get to realize or acknowledge that they have a place with the Creator
Mm-hmm.
instead of worrying about standing in line to be destroyed by the great destroyer. You know, we have lost the sense of all of the simple things, the
Oh yes.
beautiful things. You know, Grace, you always talk about touch grass, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how people need to listen to me. I need to take your advice, but there is a one last song that I wanted to share by a really beautiful soul, a really beautiful voice that speaks to this.
Mm.
You know, true creativity inspires you to life, not death.
Yes.
Real
Yes.
music inspires you to what God made rather than what the devil made.
Mm-hmm.
Real art exemplifies the beauty of life, the beauty of the world, not the debauchery of it.
Mm-hmm.
And now that it's springtime, let's listen to a song that really celebrates that.
Spring, springtime is calling. It's calling out, but will you answer? The world, our world is changing colors. It's changing from love to grief. No more wandering in the winter. Can I just lay here underneath the trees? As the wind blows in the trees, dance freely. Let me take your hand, let me guide you to the light, heavenly. I'm singing, oh, this is a beautiful world that we share, you and me. Oh, how happy we will be, having the springtime, having in the springtime. Pretty little flowers growing swiftly. Just spread your wings and fly miles high with me. Gonna carry the world, tomorrow be a mystery. As the wind blows and the sun rises faithfully. Let me take your hand, let me guide you to the light, heavenly. Oh,
That is Zeke, the experience, singing Springtime. You know, Grace,
Yes, ma'am.
it I think some of us sometimes forget that God is he's in everything.
Oh, yes.
He's in everything. And I don't know, just sitting here sharing this music and sharing these records.
Hmm.
For some people, their God day is Sunday. I think I want to close it out with this last acknowledgement.
Mm.
And then we're out of here, guys. Do you have anything that you want to say to the children before we roll? Because after this song is done, we gonna slide out.
Well, no, I think what you just said just now is very important. Y'all keep that, children. God is in everything,
Yeah.
including you and me and everything that you see.
And on that note,
Think about all the times when I gave up on you, and remember all the times when you returned undeserved for me, true love, true love. All the time spent trying to deny the real thing. It taught me one thing: I need you. The love that I lost in me, I find in you. In you, the love that I lost, I find in you. Count every single time. You said you love me, divided by all the times. You fought for me, for me. Times that by every minute of your joy you gave me. Gather it all, equal the sum. Answers, the answers. I am yours.
salute.